Hey everyone, and welcome back to more of the Cardboard Herald's coverage of our local hometown convention, Platypus Con 2019 at Centennial Hall here in Juneau, Alaska. I have with me John Foster, the volunteer coordinator and board member for Platypus Con. How's the con going, man?
Fantastic so far.
So far. What could go wrong? What could go awry that you're looking out for, that you're being ever so vigilant for?
Absolutely nothing. Sunday's our busy day, though. Surprisingly, it picks up after the Catan tournament on Saturday, and I say so far because it's not over yet.
Well, I know that it has been really exciting over here in the demo area, which is where the Cardboard Herald is adjacent to, and it sounds like there are a lot of great games that are getting demoed. What seems to be the hotness for everyone?
Short and sweet seems to be the order of the day. We've got games like War Chest. We've got games like Azul. You know, a lot of these drop-in games where you can teach them in 5 minutes and play them in 20. You know, it's been a great experience for everybody.
What I know is that this convention has just been growing, and it's really been embraced by the community. This is the second year here in Centennial Hall, the bigger convention center, and it's expanded beyond just the larger space here into additional rooms. What are some new features that you introduced, and what's the response been to those?
We've gotten great response so far. We've doubled our footprint by taking over the entire convention center. We've added a role-playing game area dedicated to teaching new players and exposing experienced people. We've got a local escape game. We've got a local used game store that sells video games, and they're running VR rooms, so we've expanded to even other types of gaming. And then we've also expanded. We've got a local designer here doing demos for us on the fly, so we've really added a lot of features.
Yeah, and you even have a Learn to Play station by the Cardboard Herald that is running some videos that you even helped co-write and shoot and assisted with the whole process of that. What was that like to work with such an esteemed and talented individual as, I think his name is Jack Eddy of the Cardboard Herald?
I haven't met anybody by that description, and I would say that mostly I didn't help. I did hinder quite a bit, but it's been great. The Learn to Play videos have been getting very good reception. And I think we want to expand the feature to have extra tables for next year.
Yeah, it has gotten a ton of great response. While I'm talking about this, I should mention that I want to give a big thank you to Floodgate Games, Elzra Games, and then also Catch Up and Stronghold by way of Envoy for supporting this project. But it sounds like we're going to be able to do something really special with that as we grow in the convention in the future. Now, I know that every time that you have a big project like this, and especially from my long-standing relationship and friendship with you, that you get involved to the nth degree in everything that's going on. What were some unforeseen challenges of this particular convention this year, and were there any fixes that you had to do on the fly in order to take care of it?
So many things. Wearing too many hats. Myself, my expertise is in teaching games. I have the experience and the know-how. And then all of a sudden I find myself leading the entire volunteer staff of 30 or 40 people and needing to be in so many places at one time. I'm going to need to start delegating next year. And then little things like adding these features. Some of them have been way more popular than we thought they'd be. The escape game, overbooked on day one. So having to figure out crowd management is a new problem, and it's a great problem to have, but it's one we're having to figure out this year so that we can do better next year to make sure everyone gets a shot at doing our new features.
I know you've been to a lot of conventions, so I was hoping that you could just speak to the Juneau as a community, because we have a very unique population here. And do you think that there's anything unique to holding a convention here that would be of interest to people outside of Alaska who are just looking for cool regional conventions?
You know, one thing that sets our convention apart from some of the ones I've been to is it's not as industry focused. We're a community that has terrible weather in the winter. Let's not lie here. January is not the hot spot for Juneau. So what we host a local convention for people to get out of their houses in the middle of the winter in Alaska, and so it's very focused on providing a great experience for the attendees. Events, things that we're demoing, things that where volunteers are staffing, and it's all inclusive with the badge. And so it's a little bit more hands-on than some of the conventions where you wander through an expo hall for hours on end and you're looking at the things, but it's not as, it's more industry oriented. So here it's definitely more local and friendly. But of course, we're hoping that people want to come visit. There is great scenery. Juneau's not great in January, but it's a gorgeous city no matter what time of year.
Are there any things that you are already thinking about, working the gears in your brain about Platypus Con 2020 that you'd like people to know?
Absolutely. We're looking to expand our demo program. We want to have more events staffed. We're expanding our role-playing games area because we want to expose people to Dungeons & Dragons, but we also want people who have played role-playing games before to sit down and play Call of Cthulhu or some other Pathfinder, Starfinder. So we're blowing up some of those areas, and we're also always looking to get industry support to try and expose people to the up-and-coming releases. That's our big push, is to see if we can get new features like that.
Well, I really appreciate your time, John, and also yours and Platypus Con's support in letting the Cardboard Herald be here and do a bunch of coverage of the con. So thank you so much, and good luck with the rest of Sunday.
All right, thank you, and thanks for being a part of this.
If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.